Hello everyone, my name is Glitchy and today I decided to do something new, and that was getting a job. Wait, no. And that was to start getting into analog horror. I'm gonna see a movie soon. I hope it's good. That was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. Anyway, what the? No, wait, no! God damn it. Anyway, today we're going to be looking into the FNAF VHS series made by Battington. If you didn't know, this series is actually a remake of another FNAF VHS series made by... Okay, how the hell do I even pronounce that name?
Squimpus McGrimpus.
I might cover the original FNAF series, but I'm not sure. But let's focus on Battington's remake. Battington released a video called Parts in Service. It was a short animation announcing the remake of the old VHS series that I mentioned earlier. It was uploaded on March 1st. The video isn't that important, so I won't be getting into detail about it. But aside from that, the first tape was released on March 24th, 2021, named Fazbear Entertainment Video.mp4. This tape is about dislocating and removing the animatronics' body parts. The tape continues as normal until creepy aspects start appearing. At the first 26 seconds, a creepy face appears but disappears nearly instantly. Then the screen goes black and Freddy's face starts glowing while playing unpleasing music until it goes back to normal. They remove the head, shoulder, and arms, but when they get to the torso, there's a black box covering the torso. It gets dark and the endoskeletons start glowing before then it fully cuts to black. A creepy image of Freddy smiling slowly fades into the screen. From the looks of it, it looks like he has human eyes and teeth. Well, someone's really happy today. But then the tape ends. For a first tape, I've nothing to really say. The video was only a minute long and there wasn't that much stuff. The second tape is Bonnie Joint Movement Test.mp4, released on April 20th, 2021. The video is obviously about testing Bonnie's joint movement. We start off with someone recording the show stage and Bonnie is looking at the camera. Nothing happens until the screen goes black and slowly fades into a room inside the pizzeria. Freddy runs in front of the camera and looks back at the camera. He explains that the tape is for new recruits that are testing out the animatronics movement. He starts explaining how it works, but then he disappears. The room at the back starts getting darker and darker until it cuts to the screen of a computer. Freddy is telling us that we have to put Bonnie into repair mode in order to test his movements. We start with the head, the arms, then the legs, but then when we get to the ears, Freddy's voice starts glitching. We end up testing the ears, but they don't move. But then we do the eyes, but they also don't move. The light starts flickering out of nowhere and disturbing music starts playing. A light kept on flashing, which actually reminds me of the flash beacon from Switch location. Bonnie starts getting closer and closer until stopping on the right side of the screen, with really human-like eyes. I think he's been doing some of that good stuff. But then the tape ends. The next two videos in the playlist Battington made are Happy 7th Anniversary FNAF and Funtime Showtime, but since they're not canon, I won't be showing them. Or at least I don't think they're canon. The third tape is Sound Response Check. Before we even review this tape, I just wanted to say that this tape literally terrified me the most. But let's start anyway. It starts with us being at the point of view of a kid inside the bathroom of the pizzeria. They finish washing their hands until they look to the right to see Chica. Then it cuts to the kid hiding inside the bathroom stall. The kid starts speaking, which then Chica instantly finds out where he is. It cuts to Chica opening the door of the bathroom stall and saying it's time to go home. Chica has to leave the kid alone, man. He's just trying to take a shit. The kid, terrified, tries to stay away from Chica, but Chica starts laughing over and over until attacking the kid. It cuts to Chica rolling her eyes up while the sound of a kid screaming is playing in the background. It cuts to black, but then it fades into a screen saying, "Uh-oh, something is wrong," at the bottom with a picture of Chica above it. After it cuts to Chica, alongside with someone talking to you about how they replaced Chica's mic sensors because the old one had trouble handling high frequencies and they wanted us to test them out. They say that they'll upgrade the other parts later, but for now they just want us to do the sound response test. It cuts to a screen saying sound response test. Please make sure that the left and right speakers are properly placed. If you're not sure, refer to the booklet. Audio will play in 3 seconds. Then a sound starts playing to test Chica's left mic sensor. Then it says if Chica has responded correctly, she should be looking left. It cuts to Chica, but she hasn't moved at all. It goes back to the sound response test, but then an image of what seems to be a kid appears for a split second. Then it says, if Chica has not responded correctly, please ensure that there are no children present, and animatronics will react to the sound of children. It tests the left mic sensor again, but Chica still doesn't move, but then it does the test for the right mic sensor. After, the screen says, if Chica has responded correctly, she should be looking right. It cuts to Chica again, but she still hasn't moved. Then it does the test for both of the mic sensors. One thing that the comment section made me realize is that a child inside of Chica appears for a split second. It says that if Chica hasn't responded, she is. For some odd reason, the sentence wasn't finished. But then it cuts back to Chica, and I can notice one disturbing detail here. It's that the cupcake is looking at the camera when it's only supposed to be facing forward since it's a prop. It tries to play the sound again, but then it fades into a room. Bonnie's face slowly fades in and then fades out. But then the kid we saw earlier appears. Then the background slowly fades into a hallway with Bonnie's face in the middle. But then it disappears. The kid shows up again with text saying, "This music makes me feel better. It makes me think about birds. I like birds. They are pretty. One time I saw a bird sleeping in the snow. That's what bad dreams are about. I feel like I'm sleeping in the snow and I can't get up. It's too cold for me to do that. Things don't breathe when they sleep in snow. I can't breathe." Hey, editor glitchy here. So I just realized that I did the script wrong. Actually, at the end, Chica's face slowly falls up, and then you can see a face inside. And then after, you are in like a point of view of like someone in a suit. I'm not sure what suit it is, and with the words "I can't breathe." So just had to point that out. Honestly, all of that dialogue was really deep and disturbing, and Chica just looks so terrifying. But aside from that, we're going to be moving to the next tape. But before that, we're going to have to skip the Give Live videos, since that video is pretty short and it has spoilers from the last tape. If you want to watch the video, I recommend watching it yourself, alongside with the happy 7th anniversary FNAF and Funtime Showtime. Now let's get to the next tape, Pirate Cove pre-show. Foxy is at his cave, introducing himself. He says that the show is about to start in about 10 minutes. The camera goes to Freddy. He says 10 minutes in confusion. The animatronics start getting prepared for the show. The camera goes over to Chica, preparing her singing voice. Freddy asks Bonnie if he can mop the stage. But then it goes back to Foxy, him telling the other animatronics to stop mucking around. Which, funnily enough, people thought that Foxy said to stop f***ing around instead of mucking around. But Foxy says to not show up late to the show, then it fades to black. It cuts to footage of Pirate's Cove and distorted screaming can be heard. The camera zooms into Pirate Cove, but then the camera glitches out. The words "Go Go Go" can be seen on the screen, but then it cuts to black. The "Go Go Go" part is actually a reference to a FNAF 2 minigame, which I actually didn't notice at first. Then a picture of 5 children can be seen with the words "Hooray" at the top, but then it fades to black. The same tape plays again, but then after the tape plays, there's more footage of Pirate's Cove. This time, Foxy slowly opens up the curtains, but then it cuts to footage of Foxy running through a hallway with the words "Go Go Go" on the screen. But then the screen glitches out and we can see a face while it's glitching. The same picture of the 5 kids appear again, but the kid on the left is missing, then it fades to black. The same tape plays again, but when the camera goes over to Bonnie, you can see that he has human eyes, blood on his face, and a black box covering his torso. This most likely means that the kid that was on the left was put into the suit. The same thing happens with all of the children, and even at one point there's a part where when it pans over to Foxy, the tape pauses and there's text saying, "Warning, viewing of this tape is prohibited, discarded immediately." Then an image of Foxy with one realistic eye and blood all over his face and torso can be seen for a split second until it cuts to black. When all of them have been stuffed, it goes back to the same picture as before, but all of the children are missing. The photo is very dark, but you can see Bunny Bun in the background. But then the children appear with really disturbing faces. It zooms into all of the children, then Bunny Bun, until it cuts to a hallway with Foxy in it. It pans over to a door. It slowly opens with Fredbear twitching inside of it. The camera slowly gets closer and closer towards him until he stops twitching, and the tape ends. The tape was very good and all, but I think it was a bit too repetitive, with the whole playing tape over and over with just a bit of changes, but nonetheless it was still terrifying. Now get ready for the last tape because this is gonna be a long one. Non-existent video. At the beginning of the tape, it shows the Fredbear Family Diner logo with the words Mascot Costume Assembly Tape at the bottom. This tape was obviously a training tape for performers. We're in the parts and service room and it's showing Fredbear and Bonnie Bun, working both as animatronics and performing suits. They say that the only reason why the performer suits are used is when an animatronic is under repair, but then in the middle of them speaking, Fredbear looks closer towards the camera. But then it cuts to someone's point of view while they're in the Fredbear suit. They look at Bonnie Bun playing the piano and looks back at the crowd. But then they look back at Bonnie Bun looking straight towards them. They look away, but then they see William Afton on the left side of the room. He starts hyperventilating until the tape glitches out. Then it cuts to what seems like a bathroom hallway. I don't know what place it is, but somewhere around the pizzeria, of an animatronic crawling on the floor. The person recording sees the animatronic, but then the animatronic chases after the person recording. But then it cuts back to the training tape. It shows the 3 layers of an animatronic suit, which are the costume, fiberglass, and exoskeleton. The exoskeleton is the closest one to the human body, and it's also the layer that supports all the weight of the heavy component and holds all the spring locks. It cuts to a little chibi version of Bonnie Bun to show how spring locks work. They tell us to first wind up all of the 10 spring locks using a hand crank. Then they tell us to remove the gloves and feet, alongside with the costume, fiberglass, and exoskeleton. Then they tell us to wear the suit and put all of the layers back. But then, when they tell us to put the head back on, you can see that there's blood on the eye holes and a weird face on the shelf below it. And then we get to the spring lock failure protocol. Oh boy, this is gonna get bloody. Thank you. They tell you a few rules to follow in case of a spring lock failure. These rules are 1. Don't panic. 2. Don't move. 3. Call for help. 4. Calm your breathing. 5. Have a coworker wound up the spring locks. And 6. Remove the suit. Then after, it cuts to black and shows a bunch of text and a picture about the Fredbear jaw upgrade. If you want, you can pause the video and read it, cause I'm not reading all of this. After that, it cuts to footage of the main stage, but then it cuts to a picture of a kid. But then, the photo changes to a more terrifying version of it. But then it cuts to Fredbear's face getting closer and closer towards the camera. When he gets really close to the screen, his face becomes red with the text "I bit someone" spammed all over the screen. Then it cuts to the FNAF 1 office and Golden Freddy, also known as Fredbear, appears and jumpscares us. Then it cuts to a picture of all of the animatronics' heads, showing separately with the following words. 4 tapes hidden inside their empty heads. Freddy ripped apart with a smile. Bonnie dancing in the dark. Chica and her wonderful song. Foxy meet the happy man. You are gifted, you found the 5th. Then it fades out and fades into a room with a present box. Text starts appearing. Michael, there's something I want to show you. Before your brother died, something else happened. Something was wrong with the suits. Watch. Then it cuts to footage of someone having a spring lock failure. Then to someone running in the pizzeria, and then back to the present box. There's more text saying, let me tell you a secret. The same thing that happened to your father, it killed him, but only for a while. He's still out there. Do you want to find him? The puppet rises from the present box and says, I'll show you. It cuts to black and the Fazbear Fright logo suddenly appears, but then disappears. But then there's even more text saying, you'll know when it happens. There will be a gasoline canister in the back, next to the second exit. Your father will be there in the building with you. He will look different, but you will know it's him. Then we can end this. The background goes black and it says, for good. The puppet head slowly appears. Even more text saying, I know how you feel, Michael. It's a lot of responsibility, but when it's done, we'll be free. You'll be free too. It may not seem like it, but I believe your brother will forgive you too. I've forgiven you too. You're a good Micah. Despite what you might think, you do deserve this happy ending. I've been working all this time to give you this opportunity. I love you, Micah. And then it fades out, then a picture of Bonnie Bun and Fredbear appears, slowly zooming out, then fading out. And that's the end of Battington's take on FNAF VHS. My honest thoughts on this series is that the series is generally very well made, and I really like the designs because they really remind me of the old Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, and they absolutely nailed the VHS style. But I wish the VHS featured William Afton more, since he's the main villain in the FNAF series. Battington has been famous for making retro horror. Like FNAF VHS isn't even the reason why I know him. The reason I know him is because I was watching a video of Corey X Kenshin, watching the Are You Happy episode of Harmony Horror Season 1. If there was one thing I could wish for, I wish the series wasn't a remake of another series. I wish it had its own original story instead of following the same story as the other series. But that's what the series was made for in the first place, so I can't really complain. So that's all I have to say for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. It would really support my channel, and I've spent a really long time on this video, so I would really appreciate it. But if you didn't like the video, let me know why in the comments. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.